Hello friends, this is John Klesnick. I'm founder of Bonnet Pro. I've been a cleaner for 35 years. I'm very excited today to share with you a new product from Bonnet Pro, which is Nano Spot Max. Nano Spot Max is an all-purpose cleaner, the first one we've ever developed. It includes AFT, active film technology. It's a pH of 8, and you can use it on carpets, but you can also use it on a variety of things you would never think a carpet cleaner could be used on. So we're going to go over in this video all the multiple uses, from tile to cutting boards to high-end audio equipment to wool rugs to a variety of things that you can use this product on. Why don't you come in here and zoom in? I cleaned half this table earlier with Nano Spot Max. Now again, this is primarily, if you know Bonnet Pro, we're carpet cleaners. Put down a little bit of this and all the fingerprints, all this stuff that made this table looked uncared for, now it looks beautiful. So let's go through all the features of this product, everything it can do for you. But before we do that, I want to let you know how green it is. In most places in life, a 0 isn't a great score. But when it comes to health and safety, a 0 is outstanding. If we look here, we have Nano Spot Max, and we have for carpet cleaning and hard surface cleaning. If we go down to section 3, let's bring that up a little higher. 99% bio-based product ingredients, fatty acid, and ingredients from the FDA GRAS, EFAS, and FDA Food Additive Inert List. We have a cleaning product essentially made from food. The 1% that's left is a DFE, designed for the environment, approved surfactant that helps hold some of the natural ingredients together. So if we go all the way to the bottom, here's where the zeros come into play. So you have your health hazard, 0, fire hazard, reactivity, 0, 0. If we go down to our HMIS 3 rating, again, we're rated 0s, and personal protection is an A. This is about as green as you're going to get. And what's even more important or more special than this is not only is it green, but we're going to take you through a variety of things that this can clean, even to an industrial machine shop where it cleans up the worst grime. So we have a safe, healthy product that won't affect MCS, which we'll go into later in the video. And we're going to show you why this product is worth your time, and why it's a product that you should incorporate into your cleaning habits, both in your commercial business and even at your home. Let's find out more. So maybe you haven't heard of MCS, multiple chemical sensitivities. I've been a cleaner for 35 years, and there's been a lot of jobs on second shift where there's always one person that seems to be sickened or harmed by the cleaning process. We always thought that person was just kind of wanted to go home, or maybe sensitive, or trying to get out of work, but apparently multiple chemical sensitivity is a real thing. Since 1950, there's been 80,000 new synthetic chemicals introduced into the world. There's about 1,500 new chemicals per year. Very little of them have adequate testing, and only about 10% of those have extra testing or more thorough testing required by the EPA. With that, we have about 10 billion pounds, one record states, of chemicals going into our air, into our water, absorbing into our ground, which eventually gets into the water system and the food and gets into us. So the multiple chemical sensitivity, the MCS, is becoming more and more and more prevalent the more we introduce these synthetic chemicals into our lives. That's why we have more sick children. There's more problems with cancer with children, because we have an ever-increasing array of synthetic chemicals being introduced into our lives. Over the last 10 years, there's been a 300% increase in MCS, which currently affects about 25 million people. I've heard as high as over 50 million people. And there's a lot more at nanomaxgreenclean.com. It's Nanomax with 2 X's, and you can read more about this and even have some links to some papers talking about MCS. And I think it's important for you as a professional cleaner to know this, to be aware of it for your own safety and for the safety of your customers. Now, can you guess what all these things have in common? iPhone, reading glasses, tile, an apple, cutting board, a $6,000 watch, a wool rug. You guessed it, they can all be cleaned by using Nano Spot Max. Did you know Nano Spot Max can be diluted to make a glass cleaner? I'll show you that in a minute. But in general, Nano Spot Max can clean all of these items. So it's not just a great carpet spotter. It's a multi-use product that's very green and will be very helpful to your cleaning organization or even at your home. Now, when you get fruit, there's pesticides, there's residue from insects, there's all the people that touched it while they were picking for the best apple that who knows where their hands were. You can use Nano Spot Max to clean food prep surfaces, like this cutting board with a rinse afterwards, and even this apple. And if you hear it, it's squeaky clean. There's so many things you can do with this product that you just wouldn't expect. So my wife used to be a professional house cleaner for about 10 years, and I had given her some of this to see what she thought, because she's cleaned for a long time. She's cleaned with me in the business that I've been cleaning in for. I've been a cleaner for 35 years, and she's helped me for 20 years or so. So she was a professional house cleaner for 10 and helped me with crime scene and a variety of things besides that. And I gave her some, and I called her up and said, "Lisa, what did you think?" And she says, "It's all your fault." I said, "What's all my fault?" She says, "Well, I'm late now. I got the Nano Spot Max, I couldn't put it down, I kept cleaning things, and now I'm late." She absolutely loved it. So to me, that was a great victory, because even on stuff like stainless steel, which as you know can be difficult to clean, she was very impressed with the results that she got. And as you see here, the fingerprints, any watermarks, it just cleans really nice. And don't forget, it leaves the AFT behind, so you have a surface that's more easily cleanable. Now, last week, I cleaned the stove, and I'm going to put up some before pictures. You couldn't see through the glass. There was caked on food inside of the oven, and it was a mess. And I was able to clean this with Nano Spot Max. It took some dwell time. Some areas needed an hour, but we were able to get that clean without harmful toxic chemicals. So let's go over here. Now again, we have a black stove, and we're just going to use this microfiber cloth, and you're going to see how nice this comes up. And again, no toxic fumes, nothing to hurt the kids or the pets or the family, and we get a nice clean surface, and it just easily removes the dirt. This tile floor was done 2 weeks ago with Nano Max, and again, like the tile in the picture, it doesn't leave a harmful negative residue. Let's clean this. So you can use it on a variety of surfaces and not worry about it leaving a negative residue or a film or a stickiness or anything like that. The only thing you want to be careful is any wax surfaces, any wax tile. This can dull the finish because of the power that it has. So that leaves that nice and clean and shiny. So as you can see, we can use this in a variety of places, forget it's a neutral pH. Well, it's a pH of 8, just past neutral, so you can safely use it on your wool rugs. You can use it on food prep surfaces with an after rinse. You can use it on glass after you make a glass cleaner out of it, and watches. You can use it on a variety of things. And now let's put it to a real test and see if Nano Spot Max can handle the real heavy duty stuff. So now that we've learned a little bit about how green Nano Spot Max is and its different uses for carpet and hard surfaces, and you can dilute it for a glass cleaner and tile, let's see if it can take care of the really difficult stuff. So I'm at this machine shop that's been here for about 40 years. So it's got decades of built-up grime on the machines and the cabinets and the tools. So let's clean a couple things and see if Nano Spot Max is really capable to be a great commercial cleaner. All right, so this is one of the spots, like I said, that I've tested chemicals for Bonnet Pro for years. I figure if it can clean up the grease off of this machine shop, I'm going to do pretty good on carpets. So let's spray this area. You can see I've done a sample cleaning before. Let's mist on some of this. We'll let it sit for a second or two. Maybe we'll even do some of this bad stuff up top. And you can see already some of the soils are just starting to run. And let's see how well this all-purpose carpet spotter and cleaner does on, on this old machine. Now, keep in mind, this has been building up for years and years and years, so it might need a second coat, or it might need to sit a little bit, or even a scrubby pad. But what we're going to do is we're going to make this look nice. A Scotch-Brite pad or the center of a Revive pad is something you can use to get a little bit more agitation as opposed to this soft microfiber rag, this cloth, and then we can just start to take off this years and years and years of buildup off of this. It's that second time did it. And look at the difference. This is like practically looks brand new. Now, if you can zoom in on the top here, you can see how bad that looks. And again, it's just decimating the grease and oil. This is scratches from this can. That's not dirt. So let's go down here. I'm even a little nervous. Let's go down here to the really, really, really bad stuff and see if we can get some of that off. So I'm gonna wipe off the metal shavings with my finger. All right, don't do that at home. And even this caked on sludge, and that is black. I mean, you can just see how much stuff is in there. Let's give that a little bit more. And even the worst of the worst, this is going to clean. So imagine if you have just some spots on your carpet, or if you have your kitchen counters or your banisters at home, or even the wheels on your car. This will get it done for you. Let's get a clean rag without any metal shavings and go to another area. Okay, so one of the other areas I tested this on, and this product I've tested longer than any other product I've released to the industry. I probably had about 10 months of field testing on this to get the formula just where I wanted it. So this cabinet I had cleaned before. I'll clean it again just for the sake of this. We'll spray on a little bit. We'll give it a few seconds while I'm talking. And as they reach for their tools in here and they get bits for the CNC machines or the drill presses or whatever they need to do, they're constantly touching this with the grease that they have on their hands from doing their job. And you can see here it's already starting to run. And if I just rub it with my finger, you can just see it's already dissolving the years of grease. And other than all the chips and scratches, look how easy that's just wiping off. So, you know, our motto for Nano Spot Max is it's strong enough for the professional cleaner, but safe enough for mom, and it is. Remember, this is a 0 health rating from OSHA. A 0 is the best you can get. It's made from corn and soy and palm and coconut and food-based ingredients. There's a lot of information about that on nanomaxgreenclean.com and at bonnetpro.com. But if you need a green cleaner that doesn't have any odor to it, no scent, doesn't change the indoor environment, that can cut through the worst grease and still be safe for your wool carpets, your regular synthetic carpets, your upholstery, your countertops, most anything that can be wet cleaned, you can use this on, and it does a fantastic job. And don't forget, this also has AFT, a Bonnet Pro exclusive, active film technology. And the active film technology will allow future cleanings to be easier for you, because that protective layer that the AFT imparts on the surface that you're cleaning helps prevent oily binders from attaching to it, making it easier to clean in the future. So we appreciate you watching, and we'll find out some more in the next scene. So let's do one more area. Nano Spot Max just makes cleaning fun, doesn't change the indoor environment, and it works really well. So let's do this cabinet. This thing is probably older than me, and you can just see the buildup on here. It's just amazing. So while that's soaking for a second, don't forget, in the family of NanoMax, we have the original NanoMax, which is for carpet cleaning, a detergent. You can use it for rinsing, you can use it as a pre-spray, you can use it as a booster, you can use it with any method, whether it's hot water extraction or Bonnet or CRB, and it doesn't leave a negative residue behind. The only thing it leaves behind is clean and AFT. So you can see this just running down here already. It's even leaving a clean spot. I didn't even touch it. So we're going to just take this clean cloth, and it just comes off like magic. Look at that. And I mean, this is really old. It's even rusted. But you can just see that it just takes that filth right off of there. So Nano Spot Max will give you a very, very safe alternative to the synthetic chemicals that are out there that people use in their homes or for their cleaning businesses. It won't leave a negative scent behind. It cleans extremely well, as you've seen in the different shots in this machine shop, and you can use it on carpets, hard surfaces, a variety of different places. What more could you want than a product so green and so powerful? Again, strong enough for professional cleaners, safe enough for mom. So as you can see, Nano Spot Max is a very versatile, usable product. I didn't mention car wheels. I didn't mention a variety of other surfaces, because we're still learning about many different places where you can use Nano Spot Max, whether it's in its RTU form right out of the bottle, or whether it's in a dilutable form for tile and glass at about 1.5 teaspoons per quart. So we appreciate you taking some of your day to learn more. If you still have questions, you can go to nanomaxgreenclean.com or bonnetpro.com, and there's information on the colloidal chemistry and the science behind this product of MCS, multiple chemical sensitivities, and there's just a lot of information to help you explore this new realm in our cleaning industry that's still being discovered, quite frankly, because of the multiple uses that this technology gives us. So if you have questions, call me at 877-477-1615. Email me at info@bonnetpro.com. Come by Encapsulation Cleaners World on Facebook for professional cleaners only and nothing your kids can't see. And we appreciate you stopping by and watching. Thank you. Bye-bye.